Hey, how y'all doing out there in video land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. What we got going on today? Just a little discussion. A little discussion about my newfound joy. My Ulticlip Slim 3.3. Ulticlip Slim 3.3. Highly recommending it, people. All steel construction. This clip really works. 3.3 inches in length, with dual mounting slots allowing for up to 1.5 inch hole spacing. Patented retain system. Beltless carry with 10 times the retention when compared to traditional clips. That's true. I can contest to that. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. The Ulticlip. And the one that I found that I like it the best in is this one. That's why I've left my one clip that I have so far. I'm going to order like 3 or 4 more clips, people. You know, I'm going to get a bunch more clips because, as you can see, I'm going to clip all these knives. Maybe not these, but I'm going to clip these and this one. So I need some more clips. Absolutely love it. This one fitted on with I used the spacers on this one because when you use the spacers, it's when you don't use the eyelets. If you use the eyelets, you don't need to use the spacers. But if you're not using the eyelets, then you will need to use the rubber spacers that come with the kit, the 2 rubber spacers. And that's how this one's all put together. It's a beautiful fit. Fits perfectly. And I love this one. I love this knife. Absolutely love it, people. But anyway, let's weigh everything out and see what the differences are. And so then you help you guys make your own decisions on which ones that you like the best. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull one out from each one. Got the serrated. Let's do the 3V. Oh, you know what? We could do this one. We could do the SK5. Actually, let's do them all. See if they weigh a little bit differently, huh? Let's set this one over here. Ulticlip. Ulticlip. Well, let's weigh them out first. Let's see what they weigh. I'm going to weigh this one with the sheath, even though all these sheaths are probably pretty much the same weight, people. Matter of fact, let's weigh them out just to make sure. I like to give people really good information. Sheath weight. 2.3. Actually, this one's going to weigh a little bit different because it's got a different clip on it. Weight with the stock clip. 2.4 ounces. 2.4 ounces with the stock clip. With the Ulticlip, 2.3 ounces. So slightly different. Slightly lighter. Traditional Coban. Stock clip, 2.4 ounces. Now this one has all the other parts to it too. These sheaths don't have all the other parts to it as far as like the secondary retention. So this should weigh a little bit more. You know, I'm just pointing that out just to keep things fair. 2.3 ounces. That's actually lighter. 2.3. 2.3. So these are actually a little bit lighter. So that proves that point that the sheaths aren't going to really make a difference. So let's weigh the actual knives and see what the actual weight of the knives are. First up, the one that I like the best. 4.0, the Lynn C. Thompson CPM S35 VM blade. 4.0. Plain edge. Coban. I love my Cobans too, people. I love my Cobans. It's a Japanese AUS 8A saber hollow ground blade with a flat ground tip and craton handle. 4.5 ounces. 4.5 ounces. Let's see what the serrated blade weighs. Might be a little bit different. 4.6. So this one actually weighs a little bit more. Same, you know, saber hollow ground blade. Only this time you got serrated blade. Serrated edge for your main edge, and the tip is a flat ground tip with a craton handle. These sheaths aren't Kydex. These are like glass-filled nylon. So when you put the knife in the sheath, it's always smart to run your spine of the blade, this is the spine of the blade, against the spine of the sheath. You don't want to run your edge against the sheath because it can dull your blade. Draw it out the same way. Always put a little bit more pressure towards the spine and you'll keep your edge sharp. That's my tip for that. I've heard people complain about these sheaths all the time. I actually like the sheaths because they work really well. But if you don't know how to use them, and if you use them, in the wrong way, it can dull your edge a little bit. All right, here we go. The SK5, SK5 people. You got an orange craton handle. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit girthier compared to the Kobun, which a lot of people might prefer that over the Kobun, having the girthier handle. Absolutely love it, people. SK5 carbon steel blade. It's equivalent to like a 1080 Japanese steel. 5.0 ounces. 5.0 ounces. Now we got the American 3V CPM crucible steel. Crucible metallurgy. Powdered metallurgy. These are saber flat ground blades. Both of these have the exact same grinds. Both of the compacts have the exact same grinds. The Cold Steel SRK compacts. Even though they're different steel, they have the exact same grind, people. They have the exact same grind. Unlike the longer versions of these. The longer versions of these have different grinds. And what I mean by that is that the longer 3V version, or the SRK, not the compact, but the regular SRK, as a sharpened swedge. Whereas the SRK, the regular size SRK with the 1080 or the SK5 carbon steel blade, is like this. It's not sharpened. It's dulled on purpose, so I guess you could use it for batoning. The 3V version is made more like a self-defense knife, if you ask me. All right, people. All right, people, where were we at? Where are we at? Did we weigh this one? .1 ounces. This was 5.0. So let's move on to the next thing then. Measurements. How are we going to do on the blades? 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches exactly. 5.5 inches exactly. For the original Kobun, 5 3/8 exactly. 5 3/8. It's a little bit shorter than the Lynn C. Thompson Signature Edition Kobun, Special Edition Kobun. SK5 with the SRK with the SK5 carbon steel. Got a blade that's just touch under 5 inches. I'm gonna call it 5 inches. Same thing goes for the 3V. They're both the exact same size. Blade thickness. Blade thickness. Get zeroed out here. .17. 3.17. Plain edge. 3.21. 3.21. Serrated. This one a little bit thicker. 3.25. 3.25. Measure this one again just to make sure. Oh, now it says 3.23, so they're the same. My batteries and my gauge, my gauge is a little bit worn out, people. So it might be slightly off. 4.12. 4.12. Let's zero back out again. SK5, SR1, or SRK, should I say. 4.14. 4.14. 3V SRK. 4.14, exact same thing. And out of all these people, the one that I decided to, because I only have one Ulticlip so far, I purchased it for $15.99 on Amazon at the Ulticlip store. $15.99 on Amazon at the Ulticlip store. I think it's well worth it. Well worth it, people. This is the way to set them up. These clips right here, they don't retain hardly anything at all. If you go to pull your knife, draw your knife out of your pocket with using these clips, the sheath and everything will come out your pocket. So I do not recommend these sheaths. I mean these clips. They might be okay for you if you're going to carry like in a boot knife or and that kind of way. I used to carry them as a boot knife back in the day, but I wouldn't carry them for front right pocket carry like this. All right, people. And that's about it. That concludes my Ulticlip Slim review. I highly recommend these. I think it's an awesome clip. I think it's a good price, $15.99 on Amazon. It's an all steel construction. You can't go wrong with it, people. Can't go wrong with it. I've tested it out on the Lindsey Thompson Special Edition Coban and the standard Coban, the SRK Compact, both of them. All right, people. Peace out. Stiletto.